All right, it's 8th of February, Monday, back on a brand new week. I, for some reason, seems to have forgotten about my journal on Friday. Maybe I think I remember, but I didn't want it to switch on my system, I guess, so I refrained myself from doing any vlogging. Anyway, so Friday was pretty interesting because Friday morning I had this interview uh, for my kid in a specific school near my house, a very prestigious school. So we had the interview scheduled from 10 to 12. So we reached on time, and first they gave a token. I think our waiting number was 3, and then they made us wait in a room, and then they called us. The interview went really well. That's what I would say, because my kid was active and she was overexcited about the toys that were there, and she was answering whatever the teachers were asking subconsciously. Um, but having said that, and here the counselor and the administrators, they were continuously asking us about who is there to take care of the kid at home, what about the education stuff, and all those mandatory basic stuff, and why our school and all the stuff. So that went well. But parallel to this, my dad has been trying to speak to some influential people to get hold of some person who can actually call uh, the school authorities and get some recommendation for my kid. So in fact, like after I came out of the interview, my dad was trying to reach me so that I can go back and I'll talk to the headmistress and all those stuff. That like 1 hour was like completely chaotic. He was trying to call me, I was trying to call one another person. Eventually I got hold of this person who himself had come down all the way till the school, spoke to him, and he told that he has made some influence. Now this is where my issue lies, because I wanted to refrain from using any kind of an influence or recommendation or whatsoever for my kid, because I think I've told it many times over the last 1 or 2 weeks that if there is some real genuine issue, then probably yes, we can think about doing something. But I don't see an issue, so I don't know why we should go with an influence. But yeah, this guy has spoken, so either way, this or that, we've been told that we'll be able to get hold of the seat. So it's just a matter of waiting and watching. So fast forward to Saturday. Saturday was one important day because two major things. I would rather say one major. That was we went ahead and checked one particular apartment or property very close to my house, and I think I've been talking about this since quite some time, looking at farmlands, looking at apartments and all those stuff near my house whenever I go for a walk or cycling and stuff like that. So this one property had caught our attention, and it's very good location, a very top end builder and all those stuff. So I decided that it's not just me and my wife, but we took my dad also along, because obviously he will have his own apprehensions and he will have his own questions and all those stuff. So decided to take him also along. So we saw the property. It was very good. Checked out the price also, which was actually very good. Sarcasm intended. So but it's kind of in our budget, but yeah, there are some constraints that we're still yet to iron out. But yeah, dad asked his own set of questions and all those stuff. Things are clear. We came back with the documents and all those stuff, so we need to go back to them and check what to do about this. So the action point is against us to decide whether we'll go for it or not. So but checking is done, so that's something which I'm really happy that we could do it. Evening we had a function, basically my kid's cousin, far cousins, first year birthday. So we went there, and I don't know, I think I've told many times that I want to stay away from functions and crowded people and crowded gatherings and all the stuff, but this was like totally unavoidable, and family functions are something which I don't know what to say about. But one really strange thing that I saw here was why people are so choosy about having loud music and all this, I don't know, gaudy way of celebrating birthday. Why couldn't it be silent? Why couldn't it be like low profile? Let them call people, like instead of 100, let them call 1,000. But why all this show sharaba and music and all the stuff? The entry music, it seems, and flash mob and all those stuff. I felt that was a little bit over. Maybe it's, I don't know what to say, but I felt that it was a little bit not asked for. And having said that, they wanted to do all this confetti blasting and fireworks indoors with zero safety thing taken into consideration. And coincidentally, I was recording the video of their entry, and the fireworks was risky. It could have made like things like catch fire or something. And the confetti thing was like even worse than that. The metal can literally popped for almost like 3 to 4 feet in the air. Luckily, nobody was there around, but if it had hit somebody, it would have hurt them really bad. These are something which I really don't like. Like if you want to do celebration, do it in a sensible way. I'm not telling no, but do it in a sensible way rather than doing all this stuff. Anyway, so that happened, came back. I think my kid enjoyed the most. She got some return gifts which she was very excited about, and she got all those birthday caps and birthday glasses and all, which I think uh, I can feel it in her eyes and the way she gets excited about that. Anyway, yesterday was a little bit different. The entire day, we thought that we'll go for shopping for something which is special on Thursday, which probably I'll talk about on Thursday evening, maybe. But we were planned to go for shopping, but eventually we ended up doing some cleaning work. I started cleaning up my home office, and then we started cleaning up our common area, ground floor veranda, and all those things. And by that time, it was almost late afternoon. I slept off. My wife slept off, thinking that we should go for shopping. And eventually, we got up in the evening and went for shopping at 7. Somehow managed to struggle around with the little bit of time that we had in the mall and did some shopping. But my kid was like really, really troublesome. Like she was like uncontrollable. Or I think she had got some enough sleep in the evening or afternoon, so she was all charged up, and trying to get hold of her and making her sit quiet ended up me having increased my shoulder pain. I think the shoulder pain which I've been talking about since last, I don't know, whatever days or weeks, it's going out of control. Like every time I end up lifting something or lifting my kid for a long time and all that stuff, that night seems to be a nightmare time when it comes to my shoulder pain. So I really need to figure out what's the solution to this, whether it is like some medications or some injection kind of a thing, or probably even a surgery. I don't know. The more I read about it in YouTube, it looks like it is something straightforward, but I don't know. The pain is really, really unbearable, and it's like even now it is there. Even after 24 hours, I still have the pain, though it has reduced drastically, but I can still feel it. That's the amount of pain that I've got. Okay, so Monday, work day today, and I don't know. I started off my day with like a little bit of pissed off because, like, again, things are coming back to normal when it comes to the noise at home and outside and all those things. So, me having calls in the first half of the day, and at the same time, TVs are running, phones are buzzing off continuously in the house, and people are talking loudly. That means that pisses me off a lot. So I managed to go to my godown or storeroom, the terrace, and work from there. To my surprise, it was much cooler and more silent than what I expected. Yeah, it is dusty, it is dirty, but somehow it was like I was able to work for half of the day. And that's when my laptop decided to drain out of battery, and I had to come down for lunch, and then I continued working from my home office itself. But that was a good try that I did today morning. Probably over the next few days, I'll try to clean up the place so that I can actually set up one old table or something and a chair so that I can actually sit and work comfortably there. That's something which I liked doing there in the morning today. So that's how the day was. I mean, a lot of confusions regarding the releases stuff that is going on in the office. There are two parallel releases that's going on. One of the release was headed by one person who has already left the organization. Now it's in a bit of like an orphaned state wherein people are still wondering like whether they should go with that release or not. If they say no, it brings in a lot of breather for the other release, because there are like few teams including mine where there are shared resources. It will give them a lot of time. But if they want to go ahead with both the releases, then it's a bit of a challenge. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. So let me see what decision that they make. But everywhere people are worried about securing their positions, making sure that their name is called out and they get all the I don't know, name and fame. Nobody's worried about the project stuff. Like I see that many people, I mean, in the organization, in the higher role, they're worried about themselves rather than the product or releases or anything. I don't know how things will go, but just let's wait and see how things go. I'll keep posted.